Welcome, Taurus. This is your December forecast. December, it's a quiet month, but planet Mercury going to be retrograde. Mercury retrograde is coming again in December, and this is going to be fourth and the final one of this year. Normally, Mercury retrograde happen only 3 times a year, but this year we're going to have 4 times Mercury retrograde. Let's review all astrological events from the beginning. On the 1st of December, planet Mercury changing sign and moving to Capricorn. And planet Mercury moving to your 9th house, dear Taurus. 9th house in astrology associated with higher education, philosophy, traveling, spirituality. And planet Mercury, it's a planet of communication, planet of learning, our thinking, our mind, information. And when Mercury transits in through your 9th house, this transit can bring you opportunity for studies, for higher education. On the 13th of December, planet Mercury will turn retrograde. And planet Mercury will retrograde at 8 degrees of Capricorn and finishing retrograde on 2nd of January at Sagittarius, at 22 degrees of Sagittarius. And from 13th of December, planet Mercury will be retrograde in your 9th house, house of traveling, higher education. It's not great time for traveling, it's not great time for start new project. It's time when you maybe experience misunderstanding with others, or it maybe will be difficult for you to articulate your thoughts, your ideas. When planet Mercury retrograde, it's a great time for reflection and introspection. You may find yourself revisiting past experience. You can use this time to gain clarity and insight in your life path. Also, Mercury retrograde in the 9th house can bring you some delays in your traveling. And 23rd of December, planet Mercury will back in Sagittarius and will be transiting through your 8th house, dear Taurus. And 8th house in astrology associated with transformation, with deep psychological changes, with shared resources, with intimacy. And Mercury retrograde, during this time there may be misunderstanding. Also, it's important to communicate clear with your partners or family members, especially regarding finances, because Mercury retrograde is going to be retrograde in your 8th house, house of shared resources, finances. 8th house also rules over deep psychological wounds and trauma, and Mercury retrograde in this house can bring up some old memories and unresolved issues that need to be addressed. And this can be time for self-reflection, to heal from the past. And also, because 8th house is a house of transformation and spiritual insight, planet Mercury retrograde in this house can bring spiritual insight and deeper understanding of your own psychic. It's a time for self-reflection. On the 4th of December, planet Venus changing sign and moving to Scorpio. And for you, Taurus, planet Venus moving to your 7th house. And 7th house in astrology associated with partnership, with one-to-one relationship. And planet Venus, it's a planet of harmony, beauty, pleasure, planet of love. And when planet Venus transiting through your 7th house, this can increase focus on your romantic relationship. This can be good time for single people to put themselves out and meet new people and meet someone new. And if you're in relationship, this transit can strengthen your bonds. This transit can improve your relationship. And 7th house in astrology associated with all kinds of partnership, not just romantic ones. And Venus transiting through this house, it can be time to improving communication and cooperation with others. It's time when other people will be more friendly to you, more your communication will be more harmonious. And also it's a time when people can see you more charming. And overall, it's a great time for reconciliation and started partnership. Planet Venus in the 7th house can bring you more harmony in your relationship, in your social activities. It's a great time to be more public. Planet Venus will stay in your 7th house just 3 weeks, because on 29th of December, Planet Venus will be already moving to Sagittarius and moving to your 8th house. And you're already going to have planet Mercury in your from 23rd of December, you're already going to have Mercury Retrograde in your 8th house. And 29th of December, planet Venus join Mercury. And planet Venus in the 8th house, it's a good position because planet Venus in the 8th house can bring you improvement in your finances, because 8th house associated with share resources, with our finances, can be finances of our partner, mortgages, credits, loans, any our investments. But because you're going to have Mercury retrograde in the same time, it's more likely you're going to have deal with some past issues or with some past financial matters. On the 12th of December, we're going to have a new moon in Sagittarius at 20 degrees and 39 minutes. And this new moon will happen also in your 8th house. New moon is usually a great time for new beginning and fresh start. And new moon is a great time for setting intention and planting seeds for the future. And because it's happening in your 8th house, this can be something related to your financial situation. Maybe you will receive some unexpected financial support, or maybe you will receive some new opportunities in investment. 8th house in astrology associated with transformation, regeneration, and rebirth. And this new moon in this house, you may feel strong urge to let go of all patterns and beliefs that is no longer serve you. And a new moon in 8th house is a potential time for transformation and financial growth. 22nd of December, Sun changing sign and moving to Capricorn, and also moving to your 9th house, dear Taurus. And Sun in astrology associated with our vitality, with our energy. 9th house in astrology associated with long distance traveling, with spirituality. And this transit may bring you desire for long distance traveling, but you need to be careful because during this time we're going to have a Mercury retrograde, and it's time when you will be maybe thinking out new experiences and try to broaden understanding of the world around you. When Sun transiting through your 9th house, it's a time of growth and expansion. This transit can bring you desire to explore new learning, some spiritual growth. Also, this can give you desire for higher education, but you need to be careful because at the same time we're going to have Mercury retrograde until 2nd of January. Before 2nd January, it's better don't start anything new and try to avoid traveling, because it's time when you can have some issues, some delays. And another important event we're going to have in December, 27th of December, we're going to have a full moon in Cancer at 4 degrees and 57 minutes. And this full moon will fall in your 3rd house, dear Taurus. And full moon in your 3rd house can have impact on your communication and your self-expression. A third house in astrology associated with communication, with our siblings. It can be our brothers, sisters, neighbors. Also, third house associated with short journey traveling, with our transport. And during this transit, you may experience improvement in your communication skills. It's time when you will be more articulate, and it's time when you will be more sociable and outgoing. And also, this can be time to improve your relationship with your siblings, because third house rule also our siblings' relationship. And full moon in astrology full moon usually bring us conclusion, results, culmination, end of something, and this full moon may also highlight importance of learning and education in your life, because also third house associated with some learning. This full moon, and also it can be good time to share your ideas with others, and it's time when you will be more engaged in meaningful conversation or debates. This full moon may bring you some clarity in your relationship with your siblings, with your brothers, with your sisters. But because we're going to have a Mercury retrograde, you need to be careful. It's time when you need to be mindful of your words. You need to be mindful the way you communicate. It's time when you need to be more clear and avoid misunderstanding. Maybe it's better to double check that people understand you correctly, because every full moon, it's a time of emotional intensity, sensitivity. This full moon can bring to the surface some hidden feelings and desires to be acknowledged and expressed. Dear Taurus, I wish you have a wonderful December. Please let me know in comments how December affecting you. And thank everyone who subscribed to my channel. And bye for now.